In this video, we are going to be seeing the differences between the key of a track, the beat per minute of a track, and how we arrive at the concept of harmonic keys. And for a DJ, by the end of this video, you get to appreciate why you cannot work with the key of a track, but rather work with the harmonic key of a track. But before then, you need to know that every track has a lot of components that makes up that track. And these components are grouped into three major parts: the beat of a track, the melody part of a track, and then the vocal. So, but in this video, we'll be focusing more on these two elements, which is the melody and the beat. So this is a melody sound that we currently have on our screen now. I'm going to play it, which is a flute or a whistle sound. This is it. So you will now see how the sound is. You can see the keys of the sound as they are arranged. You can see them individually. So melodies are designed to work majorly with keys. So each sound that you get to hear, even though every sound that you get to hear on this earth surface has a key, but it is more of a melody feature than a kick. Because in this case, you are going to be hearing sounds that are having adjustable wave, which means they last longer than just ordinary kicks and snares. That is why your focuses on melody are going to be this key that you see. You see F6 here, F6 here, D6 sharp, C5, C6 sharp, and D, and the rest of them. You can see the key here. In this case, when you are dealing with melody, you deal purely with the key of those individual sounds as it comes into play. When we go to the kicks part of a track, you get to see it. These are the kicks part of the track. Sorry, it is not isolated, but I'm going to play it. You get to see it. So on this part of the track, they are mostly kicks and snares that are there, and they are short sounds that makes up kicks and snares. That is why, because they are short sound, it's easier for you to work with beat per minute. That is why the concept of beat per minute comes into play, which says is the number of beats, that is the kicks that you are hearing in a minute, not like in the case of melody. So by so doing, you will now get to see that each has a measure, that is a unit of measurement that you get to measure each of these individual songs. But at the end of the day, you will now see that every song is not made up of just melody or kicks alone. So a compression of this individual element together is what brings about the concept of having a complete song or a complete track, sometimes with vocal on it, sometimes without vocal on it. And to have these two elements that are majorly between the low frequency, which is the kicks and snares, because they are quick, and the high and the mid frequency, which are melody, you will now get to see that at the end of the day, when the device is reading it, you cannot pick just the kick, just the key, or just the BPM. So because of the compression of this complete element, you will now get to see what you have as this. This is what we call the harmonic keys. I'm going to play this short so that even though it's a melody sound, but you get to appreciate it by the end of this explanation. So when you listen to this particular sound, you will now see that if this is a sound that you are supposed to pick to work with as a key, it's going to be very difficult for you to pick just one particular key, because guess what? You have a lot of sounds here. You can see D here, you can see A here, you can see D sharp, you can see D sharp 3, and the rest of them. It's showing you the key and the movement along the individual semitones as it progresses from one sound to another. So a combination of all these sounds, you see, this is a different key, this is a different key, this is a different key, but they are all compressed together. So the compression of these different keys together is going to be very difficult for you to just pick this melody like this and say it's attached to just a particular key, especially by the time you have your instrumental, you have your vocal and everything compressed together. So at the end of the day, as a DJ, what you are going to be working with the complete concept. That is why you have to focus to work on what we call these harmonic keys. I believe at this point you get to appreciate what the complete concept of harmonic keys comes into play. So thank you for being once again. Continue to enjoy yourself. Possibly by the next video, I'm going to explain how you analyze tracks using different softwares to get these harmonic keys. So keep a date as I continue to bring you more.